Success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out. Robert Collier. Gosh, that is what we do every day. Small efforts, 10 to 15 minutes, following these charts each and every day. You notice I never miss a day. I think when I got COVID, I came down with the Delta thing, lost my sense of smell and taste. I may have missed a day. About a month before that, I had pneumonia, and I think I missed a day. But short of that, in all the years we've been doing the show, I almost never miss it unless there's some just tragic technical issue where I've done the show and I can't get it uploaded. Doesn't mean I'm not here, just means that occasionally something crazy will happen. But I'm telling you, 10 to 15 minutes, I think part of it is that I just love this. It's not drudgery for me. I love coming to you every day because I love following these markets. I just have a zest for it, and I hope you do too, and I hope you keep it. Now, I've had bad days, I've had bad weeks, I've had bad months, but you just stick with it. And for those of you out there who are like, I don't care how long it takes, I don't care what I have to do, I don't care how much struggle I'm going to have, I am going to master this because I want to have whatever it might be, early retirement choice, wealth beyond imagination, whatever it is that you want. If you will stick with this long enough and learn by doing. Practice trading costs you nothing, but of course the most valuable thing you have, which is your time. Now, enough philosophizing. Let's jump into these charts and see the real world. Remember, this is not the fake world of the media, of what the pundits tell you. This is price movement. This is reality. We disintermediate the news media. We look at what actually is happening. And that is the reality of price movement. Everything up for the day. A nice up day for the markets in general. S&P up 0.79%. As we look at the volume starting off, we had below average volume the last several weeks. Last time we had average volume was when we had this doji and this sort of fake out for a downturn. We noticed that the next week we didn't have average volume. It went in the opposite direction. And the up move started again, which is always possible. But again, not with strong volume, but it just keeps on ticking up. And as we look at the latest 2-day, this first day of the latest 2-day candle, you can see that we are moving up decently. The high last week was 489.12. This week, 491.62 already. So again, well above the weekly trend line on the 2-day and the half-day, things moving up. What about the NASDAQ 100 up over 1%, 1.02%? We look at where the high was this last week, and we can see that it was at 429.85. So far this week, 428.35. So we're not hitting that high before. You can tell where looking at the half-day chart, the intraday, you can see we reached the high there on Wednesday. Then it skipped sideways, then down Thursday afternoon and Friday, and trying to make an up move. Well, did make an up move. In the afternoon, it was a doji in the morning, in the afternoon on Monday. So we'll continue to keep an eye on this, see where the NASDAQ goes. Nice up day for the NASDAQ, trying to recover what it blew off at from the middle to the end of last week. Let's look at 20-year bonds. Now, they're starting off right there on the weekly trend line. What is going to go on? Bonds were up 1.20%. You can see on the 2-day where it's pressing through, the first day of the latest 2-day candle, and on the half-day. Now, again, we saw bonds, move up some nicely there Monday morning and then burning that off Monday afternoon, moving down and sideways, but nice up movement in the morning and the afternoon on Monday. Let's see where they go as the week continues. Again, we had a little below average volume last week, decent above average volume the 2 prior weeks as things move down. So we'll see after, starting the week off with a whole bunch of positivity, we'll see if indeed that is sustained or if it rolls back over. So our position's still short there. Let's look at where we are on gold. Gold, likewise, it's up for the 8.71%, sitting right there on both the 2-day, the half-day, and the weekly, sitting right there on that trend line. Is it going to continue? Look at the The volume in gold has been weak these last few weeks. The real power volume was back there where things popped up to, again, right around that ceiling we saw before, and then came off that, tried again 2 more times, 3 more times, and then rolled down. We'll see where gold is going to go. Lastly, Bitcoin up 1.96%. Now, as we look at Bitcoin, we had 8 days of nice, strong down movement on that half-day chart with decent volume with the topper and then the down movement. And of course, as we see things catching fire on Monday, pushing up through that weekly trend line on the 2-day, on the half-day, but it had been approaching it on Friday, and then moving on. And as we look where it is now, just sitting on that weekly chart right there on the weekly trend line. So a lot of interesting stuff potentially developing. It may all fail as the week moves forward. We will keep our eye on things and see where the market takes us. It's always exciting. I love this stuff. Okay, my friends, thank you so much for being with us. Always love to hear from you. CW@chartingwealth.com. Patreon members, always appreciate your support underwriting the channel. If you want to become one of those, first thing you get, first bonus, options made simple the Charting Wealth way. Go to, look on the show notes and you'll see a link to our Patreon page. See all the great stuff you get. God bless, my friends. All the best from the whole team at Charting Wealth World Headquarters.